say illegal body care, private label hair care company. So today is Money Monday. Even though I know it's Martin Luther King's birthday, I decided that today would be our first Money Monday back since the new year. I have not done Money Mondays in quite some time. Um, and I said today would be the perfect day for me to come on and drop a couple gems to get your new year started. So first things first, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Secondly, as you come in, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up so that you can tell YouTube how good or bad I am doing. And then we'll get started from there. So, hey, everybody. All right. So let's chat. When it comes on to Money Mondays, if you guys know I like to talk about business. I like to help build other businesses. And it's just a thing that I like to do. So now is the best time. I get a lot of questions on starting your own business and with it being the new year, everybody's about to get a tax return, all these different things. Normally, this is when most people breathe life to their businesses because they're starting at a time when they know they're going to get a little bit of extra money, or the ideas are flowing because they got into that New Year's spirit. So we're going to talk a little bit about how I launched my first product, and then we will go forward. If you guys have any business questions, that kind of thing, you're welcome to ask. So back right here behind me, you guys will see a plethora of products that I have created. Product, which is called your hero product. So I need everybody to type this in the chat. Hero product, HERO product, hero product. While you guys are typing hero product, let me show y'all. Your girl is drinking CBD infused coffee. So nice and mellow, but at the same time, I don't have the jitters. So this is actually my husband's newest line. This is CBD line. CBD infused coffee, but it is non-THC CBD infused coffee, okay? And it's instant coffee. So I literally boiled some water. I filled my cup with the water, coffee in there. So I'm gonna show you guys the scoop. So this much coffee to 6 to 8 ounces of water, hot water, or you can do iced coffee. I have tried it as iced coffee as well. The ice new CBD line, which is the CBD infused instant coffee. It smells really good. It's a Colombian roast. It's bold, very bold. All right. A hero product is the product that build your brand. It is your beginning successful product. It is the product that people know you for. It is what you consider to be your best seller. It is one that's pride of place in the displays. You always talk about it. You're always included in your bundle. Those kinds of things. You guys have videos breaking up. Hold on. All right. If everybody can hear me all good, everybody's clear, put a 1 in the chat so I know that everybody can hear me, because my Wi-Fi up here is not the best. And of course, my nose is itchy, so you're going to see me rubbing my nose the whole time. And I can smell all that coffee on my fingers. It smells so good. Okay. All right. So your hero product is your best seller. When I first launched my line, this is not how my product actually looked when I first launched my line. When I first launched my line, my bottle was white, my label was black, and my dropper was gold. There was a lot of things that I changed over time when I was creating my line and when I was actually in the midst of having my line, because this product became my bestseller very quickly. This was the product that I put all of my energy into. This was also the product that I marketed the most. This is also the product that I put my all of my all. I just put my 100% all into this product. Let me just go ahead. Hold on, you guys. It's not going to stop if I don't. So let me just go from now so that an hour from now I feel better. But my Goddess Hair Repair Serum was really it. That was the only thing that I knew. I did. Thank you, Denise. I did not have any other thoughts behind it. All I wanted to be known for was this one product, which is the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. A lot of you know this product. You've seen this product, right? So when I launched my first product, that had not really been my first product. Okay. So if you guys have ever seen any of my work before, my first product was actually a growth serum, but it was not the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. It was a black castor oil infused growth serum. That was actually my very first product, but it was not successful. Who can tell me why they think that my very first product was not successful? There's one thing that I did not do as much with my real very first product before I even bred life to Elite Hair Care USA. If you can tell me, type it in the chat for me, please, and thank you. Thank you, Grasshopper. My marketing. There was really no marketing. All I did was put a couple of pictures on my Instagram, and I expected it to do everything because I had this huge following on IG, and I expected all these people that follow me on IG to go and buy my product because people think that followers equal money, when followers don't equal a damn thing unless you are leveraging and really taking a grasp on that following, right? But my brand wasn't even built on my IG following. I organically built my brand on YouTube. One day my husband was like, listen, take yourself off of Instagram and go back to YouTube, because I had built another brand on YouTube just the same way, which was my weight loss products. He's like, you were very successful with your weight loss products on YouTube, so you need to go ahead and take your hair care brand to YouTube and do the same thing. So when he said that, I was just like, that means I'd have to start over, which I really did. When I started, I had about 4,000 subscribers because it was a channel that I had already built, which was my weight loss channel. But I had been doing that channel for years, and I only was able to get it up to about 4,000 subscribers. But at the same time, I was making bank with the weight loss products, even with just 4,000 subscribers. So I took that 4,000 subscribers and I utilized that same page, revamped it, and made it into my Elite Hair Care page. With it being my Elite Hair Care page, I was able to, and still am, I'm now at about 317,000 subscribers in the space of about 3 years, right? So I've built myself to 317,000 subscribers from 4,000 subscribers of a different niche to where I'm at now. Now, with my first product, I had decided that I was going to step outside of the box to launch this product. And when I say step outside of the box, the reason why I said step outside of the box is because with my previous products and my previous fails, I did not really market those products to the best of my abilities. I didn't do all of the work that's really required for you to successfully launch a product. Now, there's a difference between you launching from scratch and you being a popular demand kind of person. And when you launch, those people are patronizing you because they like you, not because they need that product. So me, I didn't feel like I had people on my page that would just, oh, I just like her, so I'm just going to buy her product. I've never been one of those people, right? I've always been one of those people where I have to work extremely hard to market and to make things happen, right? So with that being said, when I decided that this was going to be the product that I dropped, I actually went to a seminar, actually by Big Booty Judy, which is from Kaleidoscope, even though that's kind of like my competitor without really being my competitor. I went to her seminar and I paid for a VIP seat to basically say that I had this idea and I wanted to launch this idea, and I was scared. And everybody in the room was like, well, what are you scared of? If you don't hurry up and launch it, somebody else is going to launch it. And at that very moment, I went ahead and I spent the little bit of money that I had. I started with literally less than $500. And I spent the money that I had. And I started with my product. And I literally started with my stuff, buying it on Amazon. I was literally buying my items on Amazon to bottle my product. I had already had my formula, but the packaging needs to be pretty. And a lot of times people don't understand that pretty is what sells. Pretty sells. Pretty sells before it works will sell. And I'm going to be quite honest. Pretty will sell before it works will sell. I'll give you guys an example of why I say pretty sells before it works will sell. I went on Amazon the other day to get these at-home tests for I think these are the antigen self-tests, the COVID antigen self-tests. I went on Amazon and there was this test, and there was another one that was 15 minutes, and it was an orange and white box. Do you know that this test cost $25 for two, and the one in the orange and white box was $19 for two? Can you believe that I bought this one because the box was so pretty and so informative, and the other box looked so cheap and uninformative, but they both have the exact same thing. They both have the exact same thing. One box is just prettier than the other. And pretty made me pay an extra $5 just because it was pretty. So I know I'm not the only person that thinks that way when you're buying stuff, when you're looking at things. So I quickly had to learn that packaging has a lot to do as well with how well that product works. I can have an amazing product and it come in a bottle like this with a real rinky-dink label. The product is amazing. I spent over $1 million on the formula, but the packaging is so bad that not even the person who had $10 would want to spend with me. Okay? But then I have the girl who comes on and she literally pours olive oil, jojoba oil, and some tea tree in a bottle. But that bottle is so pretty and she sells it for $45, and she can sell it for $45. And all she did was mix up some things in her kitchen and say, here, it works, and here you go. And all you looked at was, oh my gosh, that bottle is so pretty. It looks so expensive. So it must be worth the $48, not knowing you just bought olive oil. Really and truly. When this product right here has macadamia nut oil, baobab oil. It has imported oil from Antarctica. It was shipped to Santo Domingo. It required it to be transported 7 days before I was able to even get it. I had to let it rest for 6 months and age like cheese for me to be able to put this in a bottle, and your hair will regrow in 17 seconds. But you won't buy this product. You'll buy this product because she's pretty and she's $48, and she's not pretty and she's $16. So keep that in mind, you guys, when you are developing your products or your product lines. Packaging and pretty sells. And I'm sorry to say it, but packaging and pretty really does sell. You know, when you go into these designer stores, a lot of these designer items are made very cheap. But because they know how to make it look very pretty, they know how to make you feel amazing, you'll go and spend $900 on this pretty cheap product. That's considered a luxury because they built their brand name. Before you'll go into Target and get that same shirt that came from the same sweatshop that product was made. It just doesn't have that name, and they don't have $1 million storefront to sell it to you. But that's what I'm trying to say. So I quickly had to learn that it wasn't just about my product, but I also had to know how to market my product, and I had to push my product, and I also had to make sure that my product was in a presentable form. Okay? It is not going to happen overnight, nor did it happen overnight. So I'm going to show you guys another example. This is a perfect example because this is an actual revamp product. And all I did was rebrand it, okay? So this was our original protein treatment. It was called the Elite Super Reconstruction Treatment, okay? Elite Super Reconstruction Treatment. Let me see if I can put this box here so you can better see it. All right, let's do this now. Okay, so this is the Elite Super Reconstruction Treatment, right? When this product first launched, it came in this white bottle with a silver top. It had the label on it, but if you noticed, if you guys looked at the instructions, it was very minimal amounts of information. As I grew up, as I learned about marketing products and how products should look, and that pretty sells, but also good product sells as well, I had to quickly figure out what changes I needed to make in order for me to be able to make this product successful. So a lot of you know that this product had been taken off the shelf for quite some time, right? A lot of you have If you have the original bottle, then you know, okay? If you have the new bottles, then you know as well. There's a huge difference, okay? When I originally started, this was very minimal. My details were very minimal. Nothing was cohesive. If you notice, the size of the fonts are different, right? If you notice here, while the label is the same in regards to the design, it just looked very novice, right? It looked very novice. It looked very beginner, because that's exactly what I was when I got these products. This was a beginner phase product, right? So over time, I kept noticing that everybody kept asking, hey, do you have something for my hair breaking? Do you have something for my hair breaking? Do you have something for my hair breaking? And I would tell them no, 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 no. And then one day I had a rude awakening that just said, Crystal, you're a pro brand, so you need to have things that most brands won't carry because they don't sell professional product. They sell retail product. So I quickly said, you know what? I'm going to bring back my protein system, but I'm going to, number one, rebrand it. And number two, I'm going to label it according to where I'm at right now in my professionalism and how I want my brand to look. So now, even though they still have somewhat of the same layout, okay, the product name changed because this is the new version. The product name changed. The design changed. I'm going to turn this light down. Let me see if this will make it better. It'll make it slightly better because I have more shimmer to it. The design quickly changed, right? If you guys notice, I have more metallics. I figured out that, hey, this spout works better than a disc top. You use less product. The bottle color changed because it's a pro line. So pro or professional products need to make sure that they have a professional look. If you guys notice, there's a lot more information on the bottles and they are cohesive in size. Whereas before, they were not cohesive in size. They look like two totally separate products. So these are the reasons why I say you guys have to really pay attention to when you're launching a line, what information you're giving out, why you're giving it out, your purpose for this product, and to make sure that you have everything laid out the right way. That's very important when you're launching a line, because how you launch is going to build how you're going to go forward. You want to have that momentum from the beginning and have the same momentum towards the middle and have the same momentum as you progress. You won't hear me say towards the end because there is no end. Okay? So that is let me see if I can get this back up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You guys can see me good? All right, good. So that is how product development works. You want to make sure that everything that you present yourself as, it matches your brand. Because you have to think about, no matter if your product is on a retail shelf or not, you want to think about your product as if it was on a retail shelf. You want to think about your product as if it was on a retail shelf, no matter if you're there now or later. So we recently actually changed the design of this bottle by simply changing the cap. So the caps are no longer this black childproof cap. When we originally thought of the childproof cap, we said, man, this is going to keep the product out of the hands of children. This is going to make the product more not so easy to open. But we also found out that it was not so easy to open regardless if you were an adult or a child. We also wanted to step up our look to match our brand. So we decided to change the cap to a gold brim shiny cap. So now the Goddess Hair Repair Serum has a gold shiny cap. The product and the value and the benefits are still 100% the same because this is our hero product. So we're not going to change that formula. This formula is what built us. We're just going to improve little things that we can improve very quickly and it's not very costly. So changing the cap on this bottle all by itself changed the whole game for us. But we still have the same quality. So I want you guys to now type in the chat quality. Type in quality. I need everybody to type in the words quality in the chat. quality. In the meantime, a lot of you who ordered during Black Friday probably got a sample of this product right here. A lot of you who ordered during Black Friday got a sample of this new product called Relieve Intense Relief Rub with emu oil and CBD oil. This is pain relief and joint relief in a bottle. A lot of you got that little gold sachet that had a little sample in there, and that sample was this. I've gotten some great reviews, great, but at the same time, I use this on my knees because I don't know. I think all the weight that I've gained, my knees ache all day long just walking up the stairs. My shoulders ache from sleeping bad all the time, and my neck hurts because I'm a hairstylist and I'm always in bad posture. So that right there has been utilized more than once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, okay? So flamesup.net, it is under Relieve Intense Relief Rub. Most definitely the pain relief on the go, like most definitely. All right. So everybody's typing in that word quality. Quality is definitely another avenue in a product that is going to set you apart from everybody else. Now, I want you guys to think about when you go to the Publix, to the Aldi, when you go to the Publix, when you go to the Aldi, when you go to the Food Lion, when you go to the Fresh Market, when you go to the Whole Foods, when you go to all these different stores, if you notice, they are not selling you stale bananas. They are not selling you stale tomatoes. They're not selling you expired cereal. They're not selling you expired meats. They're not selling you damaged goods. And if they do sell you damaged goods, they're going to give it to you at little to nothing or give you a very handsome discount because they are selling you damaged goods. But typically, in stores like Target, Walmart, well, I ain't gonna say Walmart because they really don't care, but Target, Whole Foods, Fresh Market, they literally train their staff to go through the aisles, and if they see any form of damaged goods, to remove it. Why? Because it's going to tarnish their label of quality. If your products are not quality, no matter if you sell 20 million of them the first day, how many of those are people that you sold that 20 million of are going to come back? If the quality is bad, if the product doesn't work, if you know you can't stand behind that product, if the product had no value to you, but you're trying to sell it to everyone else for value, who's going to actually come back? Who's going to come back out of that 20 million that you sold? Your return client is typically up to about 20%. That's a normal return client rate, right? A normal return client rate is typically 20 to 50% of the people that buy, right? You know what's the return client rate for Elite Hair Care products? Who can guess what my return client rate is for Elite Hair Care products? And I'm going to literally go to my Shopify and I'm going to pull it up. Who can tell me what my return client rate is? And best believe they're not coming because my products are pretty. They're coming because my products work. So I want you guys to tell me what percentage you think is of my sales is return clients. No, bone, Vito. That's a good answer. A lot. My return client rate. %, 85 to 93%. 100%. I wish I had 100% return client rate. That would be awesome. 75%. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back to the month of, well, let's use the month of January. So for the month of January, Sheila, 80 to 90, Danielle. All right, actually, you know what? Because January just finished. Let's go to November. Let's do November. But November is typically a very high grossing month for any retail store. In November, my return clients was over 1,700 clients. My first time client in November was over 500 clients. So you do the math. If I have 1,700, let's say I have 2,000 clients. Of that 2,000 clients, 500 of them are new and 1,500 of them are returning. What percentage of that number is returning clients? What percentage of that number would be returning client? I've had 2,000 clients total. 500 were new and 1,500 were returning. What percentage of that number of 2,000 is returning? Thank you, M. Flair. 75%. So I have a 75% return client rate. Okay? How you build that return client rate is not by offering sales after sales after sales after sales, because if your product is trash after trash after trash, no matter if you offer that product for $2 and it was $40, they are not going to buy because it is not good quality. People buy, number one, because it looks nice. Number two, because it works. Number three, because someone told them to. And number four, because it works. So quality is definitely going to set you apart from a lot of different brands. When you go into the store and you buy a dish detergent, are you buying it because it's a cheap price, or are you buying it because you know it's going to wash your dishes? Because we all know when you buy that really cheap dish detergent, you're going to use a quarter of that bottle per set of dishes that you wash. When you buy a good quality dish detergent, you know you're going to use a couple squirts and it's going to actually wash your dishes, and that quality dish detergent is going to last you for a good amount of time. That is quality. Quality doesn't require a lot of product. Quality doesn't require you to do too much. Quality is going to last you. Quality is going to make you go back and buy that same product all over again. So right now, my client return rate as of today, I'm going to give you guys some real analytics. As of today, because my return rate dropped 9%. So my return rate right now is about 62%. This number will fluctuate every 5 seconds. Every time somebody places an order, it's going to fluctuate the number up and down. But as of overall 3 years of being open, my percentage return rate is about 59%, which is far above the average return rate of almost any stores. So I'm at 59% overall for the 3 years that I've been open. Not today, not yesterday, but as an overall picture, my average client return rate is 59%. So over half of my clients in the last 3 years have returned to purchase my product. That is what quality gets you. That is what quality gets you. Thank you, Myra. Thank you, Myra. I appreciate that. So that is going to tell you a lot about your business. That's going to tell you where you are and what you should be doing. Quality. So we've already established what a hero product is. We've established what will set you aside, quality, right? Let's talk value. Value of a product is not done by the price. So I need everybody to type this word in the chat. Value. 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 So the value of a product is not going to determine the quality of that product. Now, there is a big difference when I say this word, because value is going to be perceived different by every single person that you encounter. Value would be perceived different by every single customer that you encountered. And I stand corrected. Last month, which was the month of January, my return client percentage was 65%. That's last month. Month to date, my return client rate is 68%. And then last year, my return client rate was, it's running the numbers. For the whole year, oh no, that was 2020. Oh gosh. Okay. 40.66%. So I was below average last year. That's kind of odd. But last year was so good to me. Anyhow, value, 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 value. All right, so let's talk value. How a person perceives their value is going to be very different from each individual person. So I am going to use this rub, okay? This is the Relieve Intense Relief Rub, okay? This rub contains CBD, which is 1,000 milligrams of CBD, and also emu oil, okay? So 1,000 milligrams of CBD and emu oil. It takes my pain away just fine. Absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to use this product as the competitor product. As you can clearly tell, they are two totally different sizes, okay? They are two totally different sizes. This one is a spray. This one is a dispensing cream, okay? That's number one. Number two, this one comes in a larger can. This one comes in a smaller bottle, right? This one is an aerosol. This one is a cream. This one does not contain emu oil or CBD. It contains aloe vera. This one contains emu oil and CBD, right? This one lasts on my skin about 10 minutes. This one lasts on my skin about 6 to 7 hours. Okay. Based on value, most people are going to run to this. You know why? Because all they see is, oh, it's a big can. It's a big can. They skipped the part that said that it only lasts a short amount of time. This one, even though it comes in a smaller can, okay, or a bottle, it's going to last about 6, 7 hours. So I'm number one, going to use less. I'm number two, going to allow it to absorb a lot longer. So my pain relief will go away a lot longer. This one's going to come in a nice size can, but I'm going to have to keep using it every hour. So which one do you think is going to run out first? Can one or can two? Type it in the chat. Which one is going to run out first? Can one or can two? Can two. But most people are going to buy this one because it's a lot cheaper. It's probably about $10, $15 cheaper. And it's a bigger can, not knowing that this one, you're going to pay that $40, right? You're going to pay that $47, $40, whatever it is. You're going to pay that. But this is going to last you months when this one will last you days. But because you see a bigger can, that automatically told you that the value is going to be a lot better because it's bigger and it's cheaper, not knowing that you're going to use more. So now you just lost the value. The value was really in here. The value was really here. So how everyone perceives their value is going to be very different. There is that woman that's going to read this and say, oh my gosh, this has so much, man, and it's going to last me a lot longer because this one says that it lasts 6 to 7 hours. This one says you spray it on every couple hours or you spray it on once an hour. So if I spray this once an hour, I'm not going to have anything left after a couple of days. So I'm going to have to buy it again when I could have kept this one for a couple of weeks and never had to buy it again. So value is always going to be perceived different no matter who, what, when, or where. So how you show your value, number one, marketing. Number two, making sure that your product quality is up to par. If you cannot stand behind your own product, there is no purpose of saying that it has quality in it because you can't even back it up. I always like to stay away from people who don't use their own product either. That's going to tell you a lot about the value of a product. There are people out there who will literally never touch their own product, but they'll sell it to you because it looks good. Is Relieve available for purchase now? Yes, Katrina, it's on his site, flamesup.net. And the code still works, Elite15, to give you 15% off. Elite15, and that'll give you the 15%. You can use it as many times as you want. So value is going to be always perceived different. I'll give you guys another example. I bought a pair of Gucci shoes. Okay, these were some boots, just some regular boots, low, cute little booties. And I also have a pair of booties from Aldo. The Gucci shoes cost about $1,100. The Aldo shoes cost about $150. I wore the Aldo shoes and they felt absolutely amazing on my feet. They did not burn. I was out all day. They were cute at the same time, and I've had them for quite some time. They're very durable. I wore the Gucci shoes that I bought that were almost of the same look, except for the fact that it's Gucci, because people put their value in a name, right? They put their value in things that are built by marketing, not by quality, but by marketing. And do you know that my feet were burning from minute 5? And I already told myself that I would never wear those $1,100 shoes again until I stretched them out. But my $150 pair of shoes, I could wear all damn day. It didn't have a name on it or anything. But guess what? We put value to things the way we want to put value. So I put value to those Gucci shoes to say that they were worth me spending $1,100 when my feet felt like I spent 11 cents on them. Whereas my Aldo booties, those felt like I spent $1,300 on when I really spent $150 on them. So price doesn't always tell you the value of something. That was the moral to what I was trying to say. That price is not going to tell you how much really value is in that product or in that item. It's not going to put any value towards it because that price is just going to fool your mind to say that just because it's more expensive means that it's better quality. That's like, I'll use our units, for example. This is the Michelle unit, right? A lot of times people think that they have to go and get these $1,000 units because these $1,000 units are going to be worth so much and they're going to be of such great quality, right? They're going to be so amazing. Well, I've purchased hair or units from people that are selling them for $900, $1,000, $1,500. And when I got it, it was thin as thin and trash as trash. Whereas I've seen people selling units for $100 that are handmade, hand cared, and absolutely amazing. And they came out even fuller, better quality. And I only paid $100. So guess what? You're going to perceive that value any way you like. And most people think that because it's more expensive, it's going to be better. Well, it's not. So make sure that when you are putting value into your product, you put that value the right place. Okay? Making sure that your product is nice looking, making sure that your quality of your product, okay? Making sure that it's quality, right? So when it sits on, it sits on. That is how you really do it. Now my palm, back of my hand is about to go numb. I don't know why I put this on here. Now the back of my hand is going to get cold and numb. Oh, Lord. Anyway, I'll be okay. Just gotta remind myself not to wipe my nose. Next thing you know, my nose go numb too. Anyhow, quality. Okay? So we've talked about value. We've talked about quality. How can I get the best results out of the foam wrap? Monique, this is not the live for that, my love. You have to catch another live for that one. We've talked about quality. We've talked about value. We've talked about your hero product. Okay? So we have already gone over a gist of this information that a lot of people won't even know about. Some people didn't even know there was a such thing as a hero. And my hand is going down. It's like cool. The website flames FLAMES up.net. Flamesup.net. Jesus. Am I saving this live? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So I know you guys have a couple business questions. You can go ahead and ask away. I will answer those questions for you guys for the next about 5 minutes. This is really more business talk, you guys. This is Money Mondays. We're talking about the check. Okay. While I would love to talk hair care, today is Money Monday and it's also Martin Luther King's birthday. So in light of it being MLK Day, we are having the MLK Day sale. A lot of you who are a part of our text community, which is the Elite Hair Care Pros, you got a secret code. You got a secret code, so I hope you used it. For those of you that don't have the secret code, please check your email. Move us to your priority tab on your email. We sent out codes for you to get $10, $20, and $50 off. All right, Grasshopper. Can you talk a little bit about what goes into pricing a product? Absolutely. So we're going to price this product, okay? So number one, the first thing you need to know when you're pricing your product is your cost. Your cost is broken down into a number of different things, okay? So I'm going to bring up my Excel spreadsheet here. Home, new workbook. All right. So I'm going to take you guys down here and I'm going to turn you around. Let's see if I can, you guys can see my laptop. All right, you can see my laptop. Don't worry about my dirty desk. The concept is looking at my laptop. Okay? All right. So on my laptop, we have an Excel spreadsheet. Okay? So I am going to, there we go. So here we're going to have product idea. Here we're going to have cost. And then under cost, yeah, we're going to have cost. And then under cost, we'll have item. Then we'll have packaging. Then we'll have production. Okay? So I'm going to do those three. I'm just going to wrap that, merge and center. It's not going to be all pretty, you guys. This is just for the sake of you guys being able to be a part of this with me, right? So I'm going to, can you guys see? I just zoomed in. If you can see the zoom in, just type a yes for me if you can see that zoomed in area. If you can see the zoomed in area, type yes, because I zoomed in so you guys can see it really well. Okay, good. So the product idea, we're going to use, okay, good. We're going to use, what is this? 360 view camera holder. Okay? 360 view camera holder. Oh, You know what? Let me cut this. Okay. All right, good. So here we have our subcategories and then we have our product name. Our subcategories are going to basically tell us the different pricing of what we're going to pay, right? So we have the camera here. The camera is here. It's ready to go. The camera itself costs us $4, right? That's the cost of the camera. That's what it costs inside this box, okay? Now, my packaging is now going to be this box with this holographic side. I want it to be full color on all sides. The box size, right? And also the design. So the design might have cost me $75. Okay? The design might have cost me $75. The box might have cost me another $2. So right now, we're at $77, right? And then we're going to put that $77 right here. And then production for me to get this ready, right? Get it in the box, get it ready to go on the shelf, cost me, let's say it takes a whole day to make 300 of them. So let's say we have 300 of these. So I'm going to insert something here. Hold on. Insert QTY on hand. Let's say I have 300 of these in quantity. Each one cost me $4 in regards to the item. The packaging cost me a total of $77, including the design. The production cost me, for each individual one, let's say production cost me 75 cents. For packaging, I'm going to put it back at $2. That's why I put it back at $2. And then we're going to put here overall production, right? So it's going to be 4 plus 2 plus 75 cents. So it cost me $6.75 for each piece that I have. So we're going to do this. This is going to be equal this. Where's my little star? I can never, this little Mac thing is, ugh. This times this. It's going to run me $2,025 for me to buy 300 of these, right? And then you're going to go ahead and add that $75. So we're going to say it cost me $2,100 for me to have 300 of these. Okay? So we're going to take this number equals this divided by this. It cost me a total of $7 for each piece. So this is my cost. Okay? Now, when you have your cost, now it's time for you to know how to mark it up. It's worth $7 to you, but you want to make sure that you turn a profit. How I typically would do my number is my profit margin is anywhere between 60 and 80%. That's my profit margin. That's how I think whenever I am creating my products, but you also want to base it off of the quality of your products. Now, if you know this is an amazing quality, all right, go ahead and put it at a median, 70%. So this is going to be equal this times 0.70. Ah. Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry, guys. All right. So let's do this. Let's find out this. This equals this. Ta-da, times 0.70. So $4.90 is what would be 70% of that $7, right? So I'm going to take this $4.90 plus that. Well, we'll do it anyway. So a 70% markup is going to be that $7 plus another $7 plus that $4.70. So let's see what that is. This plus, what's that? 11.90. So we're gonna sell it for $18.90. Okay? I know that was totally confusing to you, right? If you're confused, put a 1 in the chat. If you're confused, put a 1 in the chat. I'll see why. I know somebody's gonna be confused. I'm waiting to see. Okay, well, good. I guess that means nobody's confused. So my price that I'm going to sell it for is $18.90. What am I using all these dollars for? I just broke down how you get your pricing. But there is no solid number, you guys. Some people will say they just want 100% markup. So they just basically want to make back that $7. Okay? Some people will say they just want to make back the $7 that they spent plus another $7. So if you want to make back the $7 you spent, then you sell it for $14, right? So basically you just made 100% of what you sold it for. Now you can also sell it for 70% on the mark, on the dot, 70% markup. 70% of $7 is $4.90. So then you could also sell it for $11.90. But I'm a type where whenever I'm going to sell something, I typically will double the number first and then add 70% or 80%. You usually, as a rule of thumb, want to make at least 2 to 3 times whatever you paid for it. Muscle man, big boy. What's up? So you usually want to make at least 2 to 3 times what you spent on a product. So if you're going to do 2 to 3 times what you spent on a product, if you spent $7 on a product and you want to make 2 times what you spent, what is going to be your sale number? Listen to me closely. So we already know that it cost me $7 to make each one of these cameras. If I want to make 2 times what I spent, how much am I going to sell my product for? The key words is 2 times what I spent. So how much would I sell that product for? No, not $421. Not $14. Not 30. Thank you, Gray Eyes Tyler. I'm going to sell it for $21. Keyword, 2 times what I spent. So really, if I'm going to make 2 times what I spent, that means that I need to make $14 on top of the $7 that I spent. Okay? I need to make $14 on top of the $7. Not another $7. That's 1 time what I spent. 2 times what I spent is going to be $14. And then I'm going to recover my cost as well, which was $7. So I'm going to sell the product back for $21. Now, if I want to make 2.5 times what I spent, then I know that I'm going to do $15 plus that $7. What, did I do this right? Wait a second. Lord, I think I just messed up my own math. Yeah, I think I did. 2.5 times. I like to Google stuff, you guys. So you see my background that says hero product because I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the right information. 2.5 times 7. 17.5. I don't know what I was counting. Thank you, Grasshopper. 17.50. I said $15. So it'll be 17.50 plus $7 means that I'm gonna sell my product for 24.50. Right? So 17.50 plus $7 is gonna be 24.50. If I want to make 3 times what I spent, then I know it's going to be $28 because 7 times 3 is 21 plus the $7 that I spent. So I'm going to sell it for 28. This is also another reason, I'm turning you guys around. This is also another reason why I tell people if you are going to sell products, all that selling a product to equal exactly what you spent is ridiculous because you can never run a sale on that product. You can never run a sale on that product because you will never have a profit. Okay? That's another reason why you want to make your markup at least 2 to 3 times the amount of that product. Because you want to make sure that you can recover what you spent. You should be able to buy at least one more of what you sold within that money and still have profit left. So if I'm paying $7, best believe I'm going to sell it for no less than $21. Best believe that I'm going to sell my product for no less than $21. Why? Because if I decide to run a sale, even at 50% off, I still have a profit. If I run a sale while it's on pricing at $21 and I run a sale for 50% off, that means that I'm going to make a profit of $10.50. So my true profit is going to be $3.50 plus my price that I paid for my product. So I made a profit of $3.50 even at a 50% off sale. But if you are putting that product at $14 and you paid $7 for it, if you do a 50% off sale, you have now broken even. That means you can't pay your staff. That means you can't pay yourself. That means you can't pay your expenses. It costs for you to run these lights. It costs for you to do the internet. It costs for you to get on the phone. It costs for you to spend time. So you have to have that money to recover and pay for those things, those luxuries that you need to even sell this product. It's not just what's in the box. There's other costs associated around it. Did that make sense, you guys? I think I broke it down a little bit better this time so you guys can understand. Like it made 100% sense. If that made sense, put a 1 in the chat. Thank you. All right, good. So I'm making sure. All right, good. So that is how you price your products. But you also can be, there's no right or wrong way to price your product. You just want to make sure that you are above what you spent. And if you plan on being a brand that never offers a sale, then you can go ahead and price your product at $9 if you bought it for $7. That's just real dumb. But if you want to sell it at $9 because you bought it for $7 because you think people aren't going to buy it, then you just set yourself at bargain brand automatically. You have to make sure that you have a profit margin where you can keep your money for your product, buy another one of that same product, and still have profit. That's the goal. That is the goal. All right. So for those of you, if you have another business question, you can ask now. If not, I'm going to go ahead and conclude Money Mondays. So shampoos that are $6 in the stores are made super cheap. I ain't dropping no shade, but more than likely, they're under $1. There will never be over, I can tell you that it will never be over $2 if it's on the shelf in a retail store. Now, those brands that are higher priced, like mine's, will definitely be a higher number, but they will put that more as a luxe brand. Then they have your bargain brands, and then they have your hero or median brands. So the prices are going to change based on the quality. And people pay for the quality. People pay for what they want to pay for, what they value. If you buy $6 shampoo, don't expect your hair to feel like absolutely silk. Okay? If you wanted silk, why did you buy polyester? They don't match. And it will never be silk. How do you find a wholesaler? A wholesaler of what, Midnight? Give me an idea of what it specifically, what wholesaler you need, and I can point you in a direction if I know. How much of your profit should you reinvest in your business? If I sold a product that cost me $7, if I sold it for $21, I'm going to reinvest $14 and keep 7, especially at the beginning. I'm going to reinvest 14, at least buy 2 when I bought 1, and keep 7 to keep my operation going. When I get to the point where I'm so profitable because I'm selling so much, then I won't have to keep buying so many because my profits are going to outweigh that and I'll be able to change my pricing around. I'm located in Apopka, Florida. Instead of selling a product, can you sell tutorials on making them? You can. A lot of people sell, they don't sell tutorials. A lot of people are the chemists. They get paid too. Items for gift basket, soap, lotion, etc. So midnight mediation, I'm going to be quite honest. When you buy stuff for gift baskets that are already made, you typically spend a lot more. Now, if you're doing it for a specific purpose like Valentine's Day or something of that nature, you have dollardays.com. You can buy from them. AliExpress, you can buy it from them. Dollar Tree, don't be afraid to go into the store and take their item that you paid for, okay, and include it in there. That's still wholesaling because you're buying it for $1 or less, right? Wish is another one. You might pay a little more because you're trying to get it fast. Orientaltrading.com, same thing. They do a lot of wholesaling too. Can I pay you for promo? Send us an email at info@elitehaircareusa.com for any type of promo. Thank you. How do I grow my YouTube channel? Posting every single day, always on your YouTube, putting quality content. That's very important. And by quality doesn't always mean you got to have a big old camera and all that. I've been using my iPhone for my YouTube for the last 5 years. I have never had a camera because I don't like to have to add another step. So I don't do all of that. But I make sure that the information I give is amazing. Barbara, I am not hand making wigs anymore, honey. Ashley, did you answer the question on how you were able to formulate? I got a call in the middle of you talking. I didn't even see that question. So your question is, how was I able to formulate? Chemist, number 1. Number 2, user knowledge. I'm a stylist. I use my own products. I use other people's products, and I knew what I needed. So that kind of put me in the direction of saying, okay, how can I get this product made? And then I found a chemist to do so. Do I offer mentorships? Not really. I haven't really gotten into that. I feel like I don't have the time. I don't know why. But I do offer one-on-one consultations for an hour where you can ask me whatever you need to ask me in regards to business, or even your hair. So those 1 hour consults, right now, they're $97 for the hour. Not $97 for the hour. $97 for 30 minutes. And then if you do an actual hour, it's about $190 for the actual hour. And at that point, you can ask me whatever you need to ask me. If I have resources that I can offer you, I will offer you those resources. And basically, we will be doing an intensive call on building you and your brand. So yeah. Do I train beauticians? I mean, I have beauticians that fly to me for one-on-one classes. Yeah. It just depends on the type of class. The recipe book is on our website. Oh, excuse me. All right, you guys. So I'm about to go and cook some food for my family. I hope everybody has a great remainder of your evening. I hope you guys enjoyed Money Monday. Because Money Monday is where we give you all the good stuff. Yeah. And I have some videos to upload as well. Man, I hope I get back all this money that I paid in tax. It'd be nice. I have some good info for videos to give you guys coming up. They'll be in the live, not the live, in my YouTube. Don't forget, go to flamesup.net to shop his new CBD line, which is called Relieve. So this is the Intense Relief Rub that I put on my hand, and it feels nice and cool. And use code ELITE15 to save 15%. Same thing with the CBD infused instant coffee. It's really good. Really good. Especially for those of you who want to heal the inside out. And then he also has his 500 milligram CBD drops as well. And all of his CBD in regards to the instant coffee is non-THC, and same thing with the Relief. So you don't have to worry about anything with drug tests because it is non-THC. Okay? All right, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.